Hello and welcome to Chaz's Cinema Corner, a spoiler-free look at the motion pictures. I'm talking talkies, I'm talking Tinseltown, and today I am talking about the 25th anniversary edition of Trekkies. Now, before we begin, the three things you want to know from any movie review. Number one, no, you do not have to have seen anything prior to this to appreciate it. Number two, no, the dog does not die. And number three, while there isn't technically a post-credits scene, during the credits itself, there are comedians telling some very funny routines about Star Trek, so it is absolutely worth watching. Now, Trekkies was a very game-changing, groundbreaking documentary at the time, as it was filmed in 96, 97, where it really had no predecessor in terms of documentaries regarding fandoms. This isn't a documentary about the history of Star Trek, the making of Star Trek, the reigniting of Star Trek as an industry. This is about the fans, and the idea of a documentary solely focusing on Star Trek fans may read at first like something one would gawk at or as a point of ridicule, but instead we get a very lovely portrait of who this community is. It very much shows the more fanatic side of the fans, as well as humanize and at certain times vulcanizes them, and it really just handles the subject matter incredibly well. Also notable about this is the time capsule element of it, because when you think about these Star Trek conventions and these Trekkers and Trekkies at the time, this was pre-social media, pre-Napster, even pre-Star Wars, the Episode 1 opening that had people camping out and really brought so much attention to these mainstream sci-fi fandoms. So for anyone who was that much into Star Trek, it required such an effort to find one's people. And the celebration of this community coming together from so many walks of life and expressing it in so many different ways is not only heartwarming and entertaining, but it has aged incredibly well as well. Skillfully directed by Roger Nygard and produced and hosted by Denise Crosby of Star Trek The Next Generation. What makes the 25th anniversary edition so much fun is that Shout Factory has included a 25-minute extra looking back on the making of the film and the type of sell it was in terms of what documentaries were getting a theatrical release for it. I'm not going to go too in-depth onto that because I don't want to spoil anything, and it's such a major proponent of why this is worth a pickup. And even if you're not a Star Trek fan, just seeing these many people come together at this moment of time and what these convention centers looked like, and the stories of everything from Star Trek dentists to fans who would later go on to wind up working on the show, it's just wonderful to see. So this is a hearty endorsement of the 25th anniversary edition of Trekkies, now on Blu-ray from Shout Factory. For Chaz's Cinema Corner, I'm Chaz Kangas. I love popcorn, and I love you.